I am from Chicago, Illinois. We came up, three of us, the family came up. We kind of made a vacation out of the trip to get the CTHR process done. Got a lot of shopping in. Family did the shopping while I stayed here and got the procedure done. They came back and saw a new me, essentially, once everything was complete. The wife and child, they were happy. I don't think my child ever saw me with a full hairline, essentially. The wife saw me years and years ago with a full hairline, so it was a pretty unique experience. It's been great. This is the second day, day 2, and already, I'm impressed. I got up this morning and couldn't stop staring in the mirror, essentially, just shocked. I look probably, if I had to guess, at least 5 or 6 years younger, at least, though. Don't mind saying I'm 41, and if I had to guess, I could probably pass for 35, possibly. I'm in sales back home in Chicago, and I think now that I've had this done, that now I'll actually have the confidence to go out and close more deals. I would always be worried if someone was sitting behind me. I'd worry if they were staring kind of at this big circular bald spot in the middle of my head. I would just worry if I were meeting with someone face to face. I was really worried that they would see the back of my head and kind of formulate some sort of opinion. And let's face it, in sales, people make decisions, conscious or unconscious decisions based upon looks. I mean, if you have what's deemed a quote-unquote nice appearance, I think that data would show that pretty people, handsome people, cute people, what have you, tend to get more sales as long as they can present an honest frame of reference that they come from, essentially. So I am looking forward to having the self-confidence to go out, complete more sales, just having the self-confidence to be around friends and colleagues, essentially, and just to have them look at me and just simply wonder, hey, something's different about this guy. We can't quite pinpoint it, but something is different. So I'm really looking forward to getting to that point, essentially, just to have more fun in life. I think I'll be able to enjoy life more. I won't have this thing literally lingering over my head in terms of the balding itself. That in and of itself makes me feel really great, makes me look forward now to getting up each day and actually literally facing situations head on without worrying about how I look, essentially. I think in my line of work, once again, looks matter a whole lot. I'm not a model or anything like that, but I am in sales, and I believe that looks count in sales. This process, it seems completely natural. I mean, look at my head. I mean, it just looks natural. So there's no shame in a natural look, essentially walking around with a natural look. There's nothing artificial, fake, phony, fictitious about me with this hairstyle. It just says, hey, look, this is a guy with a clean, low haircut. Good Morning America, and I do not really watch the show. My wife watches the show religiously every single morning as she's getting ready for work. I just happened to walk by the television screen one morning as we were both getting ready for work, and I happened to see the special on Good Looking, and I told her, hey, I think I'm interested in checking this process out. Went on the website as a result of that, took a few photos, and sent them to Good Look Inc. so that they could do a photo assessment of me, and I essentially went from there. That's how I found out about Good Look Inc. Probably the best decision I made in a long time, probably for a long time to come. So this I look at as an investment that will pay for itself over and over and over again from a financial standpoint, and from a happiness standpoint though. I knew that I would look better simply because the balding areas would have been filled in and I'd have a hairline again. However, I was not prepared for the reaction that I get from the people who know me. Once again, I came up with my family and my wife and son, the people who know me, they were just so stunned when they saw the initial look. And so that kind of more than reinforced the positive vibe that I thought that I'd get from the process. Looking a person in the eye, it's a different feeling to just look a person in the eye and just give them the firm handshake, essentially. Not that I didn't do that before, but the feeling is a lot more, I guess intense is the word that I'm looking for. It's more vibrant, more real to just have normal everyday interactions with individuals. What I did was I simply looked at the before and after photos, and in addition to that, I'm more of a numbers guy, so I actually did the research with the Better Business Bureau. During the phone consultation, I asked a million questions. I focused on the end result per se, and I guess purposely because by me being a numbers person, I didn't want to hear a lot of fluff from individuals saying, oh, this is great. I figure anyone can say anything, and my whole philosophy is, yeah, trust, but verify. So that's why I really focus more so on the numbers. I checked out the rating with the Better Business Bureau. It's an A-rated company. Like I said, drilled over and over and over again with tons and tons of questions. And that's how I really bought into the concept, as opposed to just simply listening to testimony from particular individuals. So that's my style of doing things, and I'm glad that I did it that way. I have no regrets whatsoever. Right, so now here I am preparing a testimony, hoping that it will benefit someone else. I feel if you have a lot of life, if you feel good inside, or you think that you'd feel better if you had a even look to your head, or the look of having the ability to grow a full head of hair if you simply wanted to, I think that goes a long way in terms of giving you the vitality that you would need to go on through life easily another 10, 20, 30 years, with just pure happiness. I plan to be very happy, and when I get old, I want to look back and say, hey, look, I lived a full life. I didn't give up, at a certain age and just simply let myself go. I kept going. I always, make the most of life, do everything to the best of my ability, and I can't stress enough how much it pays to simply look good, which in turn can make you feel good.